and STL was not allowed on that platform, and only 10 submissions per question were allowed. Skills, and then he asked questions from operating systems, a database management system. He asked few SQL queries. What they want that you should know, you should know completely what you have written in there. So you should.
Hello everyone, I hope you enjoyed the first episode of Let's Talk Internship series where we discussed about the company LinkedIn and how to crack internship at LinkedIn. So I've come up with the second episode of Let's Talk Internships, and now I have with me a very great company known as Samsung. So we have a very special guest for today. She's Simran Narang from NIT Jalandhar. She's a pre-final year undergraduate in electronics and communication branch. So we'll be discussing each and everything about what was the recruitment process of Samsung R&D Institute Bangalore, like what are the various interview experiences, what were the type of questions in the test, so what should be your resume, what is likely to be some of the preparation tips for Samsung, like each and everything we'll be discussing in this upcoming session. So stay tuned with me up till the end, and we'll have something amazing coming up. Well, thank you so much, Simran, for accepting the invitation. Just give a quick introduction to our viewers.
So I express my gratitude too to be a part of this video. So as you said, I am Simran Naran. I'm currently pursuing my Bachelor's of Technology degree in ECE along with a minor degree in CSC from Dr. B.R. Ambedkar National Institute of Technology, Jalandhar, the batch of 2022. I have a good knowledge of data structures and algorithms along with the programming languages C and C++. Web development also owns my interest, and out of which I did my last year 2020 summer intern as a front-end web developer at VCoach Academy. And there I developed a good graphic responsive website for 2 months. I worked with a company, and as a keen learner, I just love to learn new tools and technologies, and this is all about my brief introduction.
That's super amazing. So before moving on to the actual process, let's just know more about you. So what has been your college life in the past 2 years that you have spent in your college, like some important events or something that you would like to share with us?
So those 2 years were just fun and amazing learning phase of my life. I developed myself professionally and personally in those 2 years. I have been a part of a acting club also. I also have went 2 of the trips, and it was all fun. And these coding skills I have developed a lot during that phase.
Okay, perfect. So we'll start with what the process of Samsung was, but before that, just like, was this process an on-campus opportunity or an off-campus opportunity?
Yeah, Samsung visited our campus for virtual onboarding, and that was a on-campus opportunity.
Okay, so it was an on-campus opportunity. So just let me know about the beginning rounds, like how was the process and was the process conducted smoothly? So you're talking about Samsung R&D Institute Bangalore, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So just brief us about the various rounds that Samsung conducted.
So the company came with few allegations on the branches. The branches allowed were only CSC and ECE, with the CG criteria also that was 7.5 and above. The company came for software engineer intern profile. Then they had conducted 3 rounds. The first round was coding skills assessment round basically. That was held on 14th of September, I believe. And then they had this technical interview round 1, and then technical interview round 2, where, along with some HR questions thereon. So this was basically a 3-round process.
Okay, so like some more insights into what was there in the coding test and what was the further interview round, like some important topics, or which questions were you asked from, what were the important topics, if you could share.
So the company came with the branch and CG criteria. The branches allowed were only CSC and EC with the CG criteria of 7.5 and above. Only those students were allowed to appear for the exam. They had this 3-round selection process. In the very first coding skill assessment round, we had these 3 questions. The test was conducted on CoCube's platform, and STL was not allowed on that platform, and only 10 submissions per question were allowed. We had these three questions that were of medium level data structure. We had question from the topic tree array, and the third one was also from tree. So I was able to completely compile and execute all three of them with all the test cases passed.
So the round was clear. After that, what was how many interview rounds and what was asked in those interview rounds? Like important topics or something?
So that after that coding skill assessment round, one day after, I got this text that I have been among those 14 selected students from that round, and then we have to appear for the first technical interview round. I had 11 in the morning. My interview was scheduled the next day, 11 in the morning. So the interview started with basic apti questions. The interview basically tried to comfort me in that, and he asked me a few aptitude questions, and then there was some questions from C++. He accessed my C++ skills, and then he asked questions from operating systems, a database management system. He asked few SQL queries, and then he opened that notepad online. He asked me to write one code. The code was like arithmetic progression. We have to do all the in that array. So that was basically my technical interview one. And then I got a call in at 2 in the afternoon from the HR. He asked me to get myself prepared for the next round, and the round was then only at 2. Then there we had some HR questions. He asked me some things about my personality, my interest, and also he went through my project which I prepared during my summers. That was an e-commerce website. I basically built that website to transform my dad's brick and mortar into an e-commerce. So I completely explained the website. He asked me some question from web development, HTTP, and everything.
Yeah. So we can say that both projects as well as your data structure skills mattered as far as your interview experiences are concerned, right?
Yeah. Along with the theory subjects.
Okay, computer science fundamentals basically, right? Okay. Yeah. So this was all about the interview process for Samsung, the rounds it conducted, and how like the type of questions it asked. So this was all. Next, moving upon to what was your preparation strategy? How did you prepare for this, and like what has been your like how many coding questions you did or something like you would like to share with the viewers?
So I started my this journey from college only. In the very first year, we had this C programming language and basic theory of data structure and algorithm. So to get all the C concepts completely, I followed Saurabh Shukla sir's video on YouTube, and Let Us See by Yashwant sir. Only these two things I followed for Let Us See, and then I went for Oops by C++. That was by Balgur Swami sir. And then I asked my senior to prepare me a roadmap for data structures and algorithms, as I was very confused about where to start from. So he prepared me a roadmap for data structure and algorithm, and at the very beginning of my second year, I started practicing data structure from GFG platform. I practiced that topic by topic, completely strictly followed by that roadmap. Then I took a break once I felt that now I have a good hands on data structure and algorithms. I took a break during my semester exams, and then I resumed all that in March 2020, where I started it with web development. I started web development. I learned that online from Udemy and Coursera. I also worked on few individual projects, one of major being that e-commerce website. And I had also been through a pair project that was with my senior, a COVID-19 tracker. Then I got an internship in 2020, that was in June 2020, as a front end web developer, where I developed a good graphic responsive website. That internship, along with that internship, I resumed revising my data structure concepts in May 2020. And for that, I followed a very wonderful course provided by GFG, that was placement preparation course that was suggested by one of my friends. I strictly followed that course. I have been a part of July and August lead coding challenge that helped me to uh, maintain a coding routine for me. That was an amazing thing for those 2 months. And yeah, this was how I prepared myself.
Yeah, so that's perfect to listen.
I have also learned some these subjects from, and that is operating system, DBMS, system design, from various YouTube channels, and I've got to know every basic concept of that.
Okay, okay, perfect. So this shows how important is the role of a mentor or somebody who has prepared a roadmap or somebody who's there to guide you at every point. So that is
Yes,
something that
yes.
is most important, right? So this was all about the preparation strategy that Simran followed. So Simran, I would like to know, like, if you want to give any tips regarding how an ideal resume should look like for Samsung.
Okay. So I cannot exactly tell what the company exactly wants, like ideal resume, but I can tell you what was my strategy about how my resume was. So I believe in keeping the resume short and crispy, because I have seen many candidates, like they add a lot of things in their resume just to beautify it or enhance the your resume, but that's actually not acceptable, because it will only land you up into a trouble. So I would suggest that you should keep only those skills that company demands, and only those skills which you are really confident about. So, and at this level, I totally assure you that company doesn't demands much from you, but what they want, that you should know you should know completely what you have written in there. So you should have a good idea about it. You should have much more confidence on that topic, what you are writing in your resume, whether it be a project. I would suggest you can write only one project, but that project should be made by you. You should have a good knowledge of that project. So yeah, you can write the things which you can add to your resume would be your contact details, your LinkedIn profile. I would suggest you to enhance pretty your LinkedIn profile so that it would be catchy to the company. Not much written, but anything which you have done and you are confident about it, you should enhance your profile with that. So you should have your contact number, your city name, your LinkedIn profile, and then your skills, basically project work, your few co-curricular activities along with that, and your education profile only.
At the last, would like to know, like, if any tips or any suggestions you would like to share with those who are aiming at cracking Samsung.
Like I would say that you should focus, if you're really preparing for companies, then you should not go, because student, when they start coding, they get so much into it, like participating in the contest, and they just go in a single direction only. So I would suggest that you would completely participate in those project work also. You should prepare your individual project by yourself only, and you should also have a good knowledge of operating systems, database management system. Then we have all these SQL queries, system design, networking, everything. You should have a complete balance between them, and then only you will be really able to crack all these.
Thank you so much. So, guys, this
Yeah.
was all about Simran's experience of getting an internship at Samsung R&D Institute, Bangalore. So, stay tuned with us for many more. I hope you people like the content, and I would like to thank Simran for coming here and sharing her experience. For such an amazing content ahead, do like, share, and subscribe this channel, and we'll be bringing up with some more guests to our channel and discussing about each and every company. So, I hope this is up to your expectations, and do like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much. Bye bye. Good luck.